So, over the last couple of hours, it's been almost exclusively talking about what has happened with Team USA because let's be very real, like Team USA game today, it mattered. It mattered. However, we are on Annie Constable's page because she is camped out currently at waiting for the WNBA CBA stuff. Also, I do want to give a shout out to Venom. I have been watching the dude stream. Right now, it is 2:50 in the morning right now. I have been watching his stream and just keeping me awake. I'm going to be recording like 3 videos right now. Then releasing them 1 hour over the next couple of hours. And then sleeping every 20 minutes until everybody leaves. Again, till probably 6 a.m. Just like I did last night. Yes, tomorrow I think I've got to coach basketball at 6 p.m. I will be sleeping until then. But yeah, anyway, it is what it is. This is a really interesting tweet here from Annie, though. With the WNBA CBA, this is the tweet. This is the tweet because this is one of those things where it's like, if you are somebody who is as credible of a journalist as Annie Constabile, it is a situation where if this is wrong and there's not a deal going to be done, then not the greatest look from her. However, from what we have seen and heard, from, obviously just said here, talking about some source, what is your gut telling you deal? And she says there's going to be a deal done. From what we've heard from Venom, I think he said that he thinks the reporters who've been camped out the whole time are now in the hotel, like waiting. So it sounds like there's a possibility that it could be done soon. Soon as in the next couple of hours, which would be mad. Like if I release this video and 10 minutes later it's done, it would be crazy. But by the sounds of things, look, this is a bold, if there is not a deal being done, but it's just a matter of when. If it takes a couple of days to be done, and like it's at the stage now where people are like, both sides are just putting proposals to each other. So it's like one side is creating a proposal, the other side is taking a break, then the other side is giving a proposal. So they're constantly changing proposals with each other, which is different than the meeting yesterday. So that is a really positive sign. Look, there is a possibility that the CBA gets signed tonight. And if I am the players, I'm thinking to myself, thank fuck Caitlin Clark balled out today. Again here, bargaining started around 2 p.m. There's some internal meetings even earlier than that. Both sides have been trading proposals since yesterday. People have been able to take some breaks, get some fresh air while waiting responses. So like we've seen on Venom stream, Alicia Clark was walking around taking a phone call. And yeah, it is a big one. It is a big one that we're seeing and hearing this, because if nothing was going on and if this was just an all-around bad situation, and like shit was a disaster all around, it wouldn't be this positive from a journalist. And they sound way more positive today than yesterday. And I did say this morning, even though it didn't look good, there were a lot of things that didn't look good from what I'd heard from multiple people. Again, like I don't have any primary sources. I have sources of sources of sources, and sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. And I intentionally, shout out to Venom. Like I intentionally position myself in a position of like, I am a guy who just gives my opinion on topics, because there's a different level standards you have to hold yourself to if you become a credentialed journalist and you're being put into those positions versus man on internet speaking into microphone. Two very, very different things. I consider myself a completely different side of media to all these journalists, and shout out to them, and shout out to Venom as well, getting involved in that whole thing, streaming, seeing what's going on. It's been very entertaining. But someone said, need to know why y'all eating Domino's in New York. That is a crazy thing. I'm sorry, eating Domino's in New York is actually mad. That is a very, very justified question. The only excuse for Domino's is, for getting Domino's inside the street is, I'm just trying to think. I have to say, those like brownie cookies are good. They're real good. Those Domino's things are real good. And that's about it. It's about it that might be worth it. But like, it's just too expensive. It's just too expensive. Just go eat $1 slice of pizza. They do the job. They do the job. But CBA getting wrapped up during the qualifying tournament, and CC hoops for the first time will be a cherry on top. How deals get done, how deals come together. No, yes. It's impossible to see the future is. At the end of the day, I don't think Annie puts her name on this tweet if there's not a 99% chance something gets done. And look, if it turns out when it's all said and done that the CBA, that the season is delayed by 3 weeks, we're good. We're good. The league is good. And let's be real. There were, like, if you look at my live stream, there were 21,000 people watch my watch along. 21,000 today. That has not happened since Caitlin Clark's last game. I was looking through my my streams. The last time I had 21,000 viewers watching a live stream for a game was Caitlin Clark's last game versus the Sun, where I had 33,000. Prior to that, again, all the Caitlin Clark games were kind of in the 25,000 range. But like 21,000 is a good number. That is a really, really good number. And like, I'm looking last year, the what did I actually have? Actually, I had 25,000 in the game Caitlin didn't play, and 24,000 when she played against Brazil. But it's there or thereabouts the first preseason game last year, which is huge. Which is actually huge. So that's just the way I'm looking at it. Like, there is still, it's not like a year ago. There is still an appetite there. There's still a bunch of people looking for it, and it is dwindling. So the league really needs to make decisions soon. But yeah, look, I am absolutely going to be doing what I did yesterday. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to bed, and then you will see a scuffed recording from my bedroom. Probably. You will see a scuffed recording from my bedroom to CBA gets done today. But yeah, Annie putting her name on this leads me to believe that there is a very, very good chance this gets done. I'm not saying there's a guarantee, but like Annie saying they are going to get a deal done. It is, again, to put your name on that type of statement means you have to be really confident. And it does seem like Annie is in this scenario. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.